Welcome to the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast. It's a pleasure to see you here this morning, and I greet you today with Namaste. Namaste is Sanskrit, meaning the divinity in me recognizes and honors the divinity in you. And what a lovely space we have already created here this morning in Sarasota, and invite you that are joining us online to also create that sense of calm and peace, serenity, to carry you through our very special service this morning. That is our contemplative service, which is always offered on the first Sunday of each month. This month, we are also honoring Passover and the celebration of Easter. I'm Kathleen Frankert. I'm a licensed spiritual practitioner here, and I'm very happy to be introducing our service today and telling you a little bit more about that. So this year in our spiritual centers for spiritual living across the world, we are looking at the theme of open at the top. And what does it mean to be truly open to new truths, open to new learning, open to new deepening of our spiritual nature, understanding more about our spiritual nature. And each month we take a special look at one aspect of it, and then weekly we look at an even more particular aspect. So this month, the month of April, the theme is practice of becoming. How do we become more open at the top, more open to newness in our lives? And today, particularly, the theme is practicing presence and the deep awareness of that. Leading our service will be our wonderful spiritual director and founding minister, Reverend Theresa. And our musical inspiration will be with our greatly talented and beloved Diana Wyatt. As we move through the service today, we're going to do our best to sort of maintain this sense of quiet, this sense of peace. And so Diana has encouraged us to hold what I know will be our magnificent and voluminous thundering applause for her talents until the very end of our service, after the final song. Then we can let loose and show her how much we appreciate the talents that she's sharing today. And thank you for that, Diana. We know it's going to be a lovely addition to what we're about to experience. Last week, we had a beautiful event here, the Shine event. And if there was ever an antithesis to what we're experiencing here in the quiet and peace, Shine was that, in its jubilation, in its elation, in its music, and its community outpouring, its food, and its fun. And there were so many helping hands and hearts involved in it. Many of you are here today. Many of you joined us. We're so happy that you did. We're so very grateful for all that you did to support this event, which was a fundraiser not only for our center, but for peace initiatives, because we will be tithing to peace initiatives. And we had the lovely, and I just thought magnificent, Bhante-san, who is the Buddhist monk from the Buddhist Meditation Center in Venice, was here. And he invited us to share a peace practice with him for the coming week. And the peace practice was, I am having a peaceful day. I hope that you got to experience some of that. I took that to heart, and it shifted my whole week. That was, quite busy and a lot going on, and life happens to us all the time, and I found that to be very peaceful. So today we're just carrying that forward, also in recognition of that beautiful affirmation. So with that introduction, I'd like to invite you to take a moment now to turn within for our opening meditation prayer. And I'm going to borrow from Ernest Holmes's book, 365 Signs of Mind. It's a daily reader of inspirational readings or things that he wrote. And this one was from April the 1st. Connecting with the breath and allowing your eyes to be closed if that's comfortable for you. I invite you to take these words as your own. Let us turn toward the sun of eternal life, the spiritual sun that cannot set and forever rises on the horizon of our own experience. Definitely and deliberately, we let go of every lost hope, every fear of want, every sense of lack, every hurt, because today we leave the tomb of doubt and enter the sanctuary of certainty. We roll away the stone of uncertainty from our consciousness. We find the resurrected, the divine, and God-intended perfection and wholeness. We let go of every belief that we are lost or forlorn because we know that the doorway from that tomb leads us away from all that morbid thought. We are standing forevermore in the glory of an everlasting protection of the one presence. We let go of all dis-ease and harmony. They slip back into the tomb of oblivion. For the spiritual body now rises triumphant in every cell. We are instantly renewed by the creative principle of eternal life that is within us. We are alive and aware, and we know the kingdom of the one life is here and within us this moment. The center and circumference of my life, the part of me without beginning or end, the eternal reality of me, the everlasting power within me. This life is my life now, and so it is.
Thank you, Kathleen. Welcome. I was super excited when I realized the topic was becoming. The mystery of becoming. As if it's something that we get to. But the butterfly teaches us that's not what it is at all. It is a process that is ever unfolding. And wherever you are today in that process is the perfect space and the perfect time for you. And sometimes we're in many of those spaces all at once. This is a song about just that. In this perfect space and time, I don't know yet what I need. I'm a tiny clear egg hanging from a milkweed leaf. Here in this holy now, I'm trusting life somehow. But I have all I ever need right here inside of me. In this perfect space and time, as a caterpillar I climb, devouring leaves and stems, having poison for my will. I may not be ready yet, soon I shall forget, and I'll lose my freaking head. Upload new thoughts in its stead. In this perfect space and time, I cannot see my way to find. It's dark and I'm afraid. I could have run, I chose to stay. And I ain't sure yet how to be, but something knows in me, hanging silently in dreams of how flying soon shall be. In this perfect space and time, now I hang from my ass to dry, and it's scary indeed. But hey, have you seen these new wings? Here in the center of me I am, in this sacred holy now. I pump my wings with all my might. Be my witness as I take flight. In this perfect space and time, I don't know yet what I need. For now, I trust Spirit right here inside of me. Oh, look, a tiny clear egg hanging from a milkweed leaf.
Good morning, everyone. It's a little high, but I'll make it work. My name is Angelica Redleaf, and I am a member of your Board of Trustees. I'm your reader today, but before I do the reading, I'd like to acknowledge a very special day is only 2 days away. April 7th, 2019. 7 years ago was the first CSLCC service of a continuing basis every Sunday at the Sarasota Garden Club. My good friend, Chris Hannafin, who's right there, brought me to that service. Little did I know, or little did she know, how much my life would change, how radically it would change, and for the better. Since this is a contemplative Sunday, I was thinking it might be very nice for all of us to think of a word that represents what has happened for you as a result of being involved here. Think of a word and just whisper it very, very quietly as it comes to you. Great. Here's the reading. It's from Michael Beckwith's talk, February 2016. What if I realized, let's start again. What if I realized that all of my needs were met? What if I came to the realization that I'm divinely supported by the Spirit of the living God that never fails? What if God is the same yesterday, today, and forever? Does not have an off button. It's always on. And is always giving of itself. What if all of my needs are met perennially, and I'm simply seeking to discover this, then circulate it and share it as only I can? When you live in those kinds of questions, and in the wonderful best case scenario as your vibratory field, every day is a new beginning for your life. You become able to tell the difference between the real you that is emerging from this field of wholeness and the small personality you. One is gratifying and has a tonic quality. It uplifts, it heals, it inspires, it mends. It creates a level of possibility. The other has a level of toxicity, pulls you down, makes you feel weary, tired, and depressed. And you live a life of fluctuating states of consciousness. But when you have trained and programmed your mind to ask empowering questions, and you live in the awareness that God is unlimited good, that you are meant to succeed, to be healthy, to be happy, and to live a life of joy, celebration, and generosity, even if you don't know how that's going to happen. And that your mind is an individualized expression of the divine mind, and you rightfully use the sacred laws of mind in action. Your life will respond to that, and things will begin to trend for you in an unexpected way. Thanks.
Thank you, Angelica. Unexpected ways. Did you know that sometimes unexpected things happen in nature too? And when a storm comes, eagles make a choice to surrender. They don't run from the storm. They spread their wings and relax. And they use the force of the gale wind to lift them above the storm. And they hang out up there. And when the storm's done, they just naturally drift back down. The eagles have very few predators. The only bird predator is a crow. And a crow will sit on their back and peck them, peck, 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 peck. And the eagle doesn't fight back. It doesn't squawk, it doesn't squeal and scream. It just starts flying higher. And the whole time the crow is pecking, peck, 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 peck. The eagle is undisturbed because the eagle knows itself. And it knows that it can fly higher at a higher altitude, a higher attitude than anything. And once it gets to a certain height, the crow will just fall from the eagle's back because it can't withstand the altitude. Remember, we each carry the eagle spirit within us. We have access at any moment. I wrote this song after a workshop with Bob Sima. I think many of you were at. It's called Eagle Spirit Flies. When heavy storm clouds gather, my spirit feels the weight. I don't let the rain wash over me. I don't rush its sacred pace. Tears are not my weakness, they're the river in one mind. Even eagle listens to the storm before it climbs. Let me feel it all before my wings unfold. When thunder shakes my bones, I'm safe inside my soul. Watch me rise above the storm, not before I hear its cry. May my heart be fully human as eagle spirit flies. As the current starts to lift me, the ground falls far below. I witness every valley that taught my heart to grow. I don't rise to flee the darkness, I don't climb to stand apart. I ascend because the storm wind is the breath within my heart. Let me feel it all before my wings unfold. When thunder shakes my bones, I'm safe inside my soul. Watch me rise above the storm, not before I hear its cry. May my heart be fully human as eagle spirit flies. Ancient rivers winding, flowing through my soul. I feel the power of eagle, a small piece of my whole. My view is from the high plane, eagle wisdom helps me sing. I feel the power of spirit underneath my wings. Even sky was once a whisperer, even wings were once a prayer. When I open the vastness, I see one mind everywhere. Let me feel it all before my wings unfold. When thunder shakes my bones, I'm safe inside my soul. Watch me rise above this storm, not before I hear its cry. May our hearts be fully human as eagle spirit fly.
Thank you, Diana. And Angelica and Kathleen. What a lovely morning we've had already. Today is not about learning something new. My words will be at a very minimum. It's about noticing what already is here. Yeah. beneath the noise, beneath our busyness, beneath the roles that we play, beneath it all. There's something in you that's becoming, that's always becoming, quietly, consistently. We often think about Easter as a time to discuss and work towards transformation, as if it's something that we make happen as a checklist. But what if becoming is already happening? Like it's already underway, it's always happening. And our only invitation is to be present enough to notice that. Just be present. Easter also, this season is also a time that it points to resurrection, obviously. But resurrection isn't something that happened one time. But it's always happening, like becoming. Yeah? That there's a continual releasing and a continual rising. A continual releasing, letting go, and a quiet rising. All the time. All the time. And it's not becoming something new as much as it is revealing that which is. Yeah? That which always is, that which always has been true. So rather than trying to become, let's simply be with it today. Let us notice that becoming. So during this short meditation, I want you to gently ask yourself, maybe throughout, allow these two questions to rise. What in me is ready to be released? And what in me is already rising? What in me is ready to be released? And what in me is already rising? So if you join me, you can soften your gaze or close your eyes, whatever you're comfortable with. But bring your full awareness first to your breath. Just tuning in. And if it helps you to tune in, you can join me in 3 breaths, 3 deep breaths. Breathing in. And release. Do 2 more. And allow your breath to find its natural rhythm. And simply become aware of that. And now allow your attention to move to your body, feeling the weight of your body on your chair being fully supported. See if you can consciously relax into that, into your chair, with awareness of being supported. And gently notice if anything feels tense, tight. Send your loving awareness there. Allow the nervous system to settle. Nothing to change, nothing to fix. Simply arriving. Feeling ourselves fully present. Notice anything that you may be holding. A thought, a tension of some sort, a story. And simply ask, what is ready to fall away? Without effort, with ease. What is ready to fall away? Notice that there's no need to push, no efforting. Simply allow it to loosen and fall away. And beneath all of that, notice what remains. Notice the stillness, the presence, that which is untouched, whole. Notice this space, this presence. It's never been harmed, is completely undisturbed, never diminished in any way by anything that has ever happened. Give this presence your full awareness now. Notice that we're not becoming this. This presence is. This presence is. We simply notice. Rest another moment in this awareness. Notice, if you can, that nothing has been added. Nothing's been added to you, and nothing's been taken. Nothing's been taken away. Simply, there may be more awareness. Awareness of what has always been present. And so we rise this day in a quiet awareness and a knowing that something within us is always becoming. Not through effort, but through awareness, through our practicing of the presence, through our willingness to simply be. I trust this ever-present unfolding of life itself as naturally as the butterfly emerges, as effortlessly as the eagle meets the open sky. As faithfully as the lotus blossoms. There is life within us, whole, complete, undiminished by anything that has ever happened, fully available, revealing itself now as each one of us. And so we gently carry this awareness into our living, into our seeing, and into our becoming. It is with great gratitude to be present to this one life that rises from within each one of us, unfolding itself in its beauty. And so it is.
A man by the name of Bob Sima has contributed multiple albums of music to New Thought. One of which is this one. No mud, no lotus. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the questions you needed to ask. Sleepless nights and those dizzying highs and the dreams, some of which came true. Until the brave, heartache, perfect mistakes created this version of you. Everything you go through grows you. Grows you. Everything you go through grows you. It exposes who you are. If it hurt, it made you softer. If it was hard, it gave you hunger. If it touched you, your heart took hold. If It was simple, it made you wise. It was sweet, it made you smile. Weaved an indelible impression on your soul. Your feet, they walked, and your lips, they talked, while your hands dug around for some proof. Every look, every book, picture in your mind that you took created this version of you. Everything you go through grows you, grows you. Everything you go through grows you, exposes the roots of an endless summer, part-time temporary lovers in the swoon of a deep blue sky. And as time blew, you planted and gathered all your truth, and then it passed before your eyes. But the wound is where the light crept in, revealed a masterpiece just beneath your skin. And in the glow of your own light, with your petals open wide, you bloom right where you are. Oh, everything you go through, it grows you, grows you. Everything you go through grows you. It exposes who you are. No mud, no lotus. Haven't you noticed the patterns of the pain in your past? The things that broke you, they also awoke you to the question you needed to ask.
Thank you, Diana. Thank you, Reverend Theresa. I have a little lump in my throat right now. It's a feeling of gratitude, of utmost gratitude for what's been created here this morning and for what this Center for Spiritual Living creates in the world every day by its very existence, by the ripples that you create as you go out from the beautiful space that's been created today, how you treat people, how you interact with yourself in the mirror, how you do life, maybe in a little bit different way because of how you've been touched in this moment. So a lot to be grateful for. And at this moment, I invite you to share your offering of gratitude. This is our opportunity to give back to this beautiful ministry, to this beautiful space and place that occurs here, but that we also carry out into the world. So as you take your gift either in your hand in real time or virtually, if you're joining us online, there's information about how to participate in this as well, scrolling on your screen. I invite you to take your gift to your heart space, this place of recognition of blessing, this place of recognition of our lotus, who we are, who we implicitly are, and offer your blessing to this offering knowing that it is a generosity that is expanded and multiplied by the very nature of the gratitude that sends it forth. Giving thanks for the recognition of this good flowing now to the Center for Spiritual Living Cultural Coast and flowing out from this moment. I allow it to be so, and so it is. And Bobby and Diana are going to lead us in our offering affirmation song.
Thank you, Kathleen. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on. I receive the gift of life and pass it on. I receive the gift of love and pass it on. I receive the gift of joy and pass it on. I receive all good and pass it on.
Good morning, everyone. Is everyone as serene as I feel right now and connected to all of you and just everything? It's just been such a wonderful morning. My name is Lisa Lissard. I'm also on the board of the trustees, and I get to talk about all the fun stuff. So we're going to go and change gears just a little bit. If you're visiting us for the first time, please talk to one of the greeters or myself or Reverend Diana. So we have a gift for you and everything. And introduce yourself to Reverend Theresa. She loves to meet everyone. Sign up for the newsletter. It's either in the back and you can sign up for it in the back on our Facebook page or, what was the other one? Or our website, CSLCulturalCoast.org. Has lots of wonderful information. You only get one email, but it's jam-packed of all the things that are happening that week. So it's a great way to stay on top of things. Science of Mind magazine is out. We have it, great 2 months in one issue. Daily guides are just spectacular. It helps me every morning. Our practitioner of the day is Kathleen, and she will meet anyone who would like to have a little spiritual mind treatment, a little prayer, a little support back at the divider that we have back there, the screen. Ongoing things that we have every Wednesday night is the Spiritual Living Circle with Jim Grove or Nicole Leeds. That's online. It's a free event, 7 o'clock, a Zoom meeting every Wednesday night discussing one particular article out of the Science of Mind magazine for this month. Every Friday, we have Reverend Diana, who has her heart, mind, spirit recovery meeting at 7 o'clock. It's hybrid, Zoom and in person. And tomorrow we have our metaphysics and other neat stuff movie night. We have changed locations again. I'm hoping that this is going to be for a while now. It is at the Renaissance Building directly across from the Garden Club, 750 North Tamiami Trail. Please sign up, register, because I'll send you specific directions where to park and everything like that, okay? So, and our name of it, of course, I didn't bring that. Scott, remember the name of this month? I don't remember. I don't either. I'm so sorry, I don't have the name for this month. Okay, but we'll be watching the videos, we'll have a discussion, and then Satya is going to do a little experience with us. So it's going to be a little more extensive. I don't remember the name. It's going to be great. We'll bring popcorn, bring what you want to drink, and we'll have a wonderful time together. I also would like to thank everyone for the Shine event that we had last week. What a wonderful, spectacular day. I mean, I really, 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 and it comes to, you know, we have that experience because everybody comes, everybody gets involved. We enjoy each other, we share, we tell everybody, we bring friends. What a wonderful way to honor peace within our community and beyond. Spectacular day. Thank you to you all. Over 100 people. Yeah, exactly. It was wonderful. The music was spectacular. The food was great. I was so surprised, but it was great. All right, so thank you. It was wonderful. And then Saturday, May 2nd, we have Sand and Soul, an afternoon of castles and community. This is another opportunity we're going to have to get together in a different situation, okay? We're going to be on Siesta Key at the White Sands Cabana Club. We will have Laura's husband, Andy, I'm so sorry I don't know his, Daly, a professional sand sculptor.
There really is such a thing.
Do you believe that? And we get to learn how to do it. You want to say something?
I was just going to. You could.
Oh, the name of the video or for the night is Mindfulness in Motion, a balancing with breath. So that's going to be tomorrow night, metaphysics and other neat stuff. Okay, that's the name. Thank you so much.
And then the sand castles are going to be at White Sands Cabana on Siesta Key, and it's gated. So Camille owns one of them. So we'll have that space. We'll be out on the beach. There's a big tiki hut or chiki hut. It's going to be tons of fun. Mark that on your calendar. It's going to be in the afternoon so we can catch sunset. But you don't have to stay till sunset if you don't want. But it's the first Saturday in May from 4 o'clock.
May 2nd.
Till you leave.
Yeah. Another great opportunity. We're going to have a great time. Next Sunday, we have Ron Frost, who will be doing the service message and everything, and he will also be doing a workshop that you guys have the thing on your chair for. If you have not, first of all, him doing the service is spectacular. Then him following it up with a workshop. If you haven't done a workshop with Ron Frost, we are so fortunate to have him as part of our community. He's a practitioner, he's a professional speaker and workshop facilitator, just spectacular. And so the Courage to Be Seen is the workshop that he'll be doing next week. 12:45, bring your lunch or go to the Nest and get something to eat. Have a great time here. April 26th, we have Amy Steinberg concert. Those of you that were here last year when she came and she was with us, she will be doing music with us also that Sunday. But she will be doing a private concert, not private, y'all can go, a concert on the 26th. And our own Diana Wyatt is going to be opening for her. Okay, as you guys know, there's probably more stuff happening, but these are the things that I'm telling you right now. See the table in the back because then you'll get the whole overview of stuff that's going on. Sign up for everything. Please register so that we know how many people we can set up and everything like that. Stay for coffee and conversation, talk with everybody. And now, Bobby and Diana, you're going to have one more song for us. One more. Thank you.
This song it's like a dual purpose because the name of it is Let It Shine. So it's kind of like a celebration of last week that kind of bled over into this week. But it's also a celebration of a becoming because the man who wrote it is standing right here beside me. And he taught us a lot about becoming this year, didn't he? Thank you for a master lesson in becoming this year, friend. Appreciate that, Bobby. That was pretty powerful becoming. Thank you. Let it shine, and you know your part when we get to it. It's a little slower. We kind of dashed it down a bit so we can really think about what we mean when we say, let it shine.
There's a light at the center of every wall. It can light up the world just like the sun. There's a flame within us that can light our way. It can burn away the darkness of a troubled day. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. In a world filled with darkness, you got to know the light is within you. Everywhere you go, whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Whatever you are facing, whatever's on your mind, you can help illuminate it. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Let it shine, let it shine. Let your light shine. Keep on shining, my beloveds. I love you.
Diana, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. I love you. Thank you. See you next week. Oh, there are some eagles in the back that Hannah Bailiff brought. If you would like to have your very own little eagle and you don't have one yet, they are in a basket on the table. Hannah did them with an eagle meditation, and I thought today would be a great day to bring them. So they're on a table in a small basket back there.